Hey, Mark the Meerkat Suffering here at freeonlinetradingeducation.com. Brought to you by Grok Trade. I'm an analyst, host of the Grok Star Trading Room, perhaps your future mentor. Hey, here is some extraordinary trades that we had this morning on CLNT. This is what it looked like after opening. It opened up 19% and then proceeded to continue to run up here. One of our members called it out when it reached this high base right here. And by the time we got looking at it and setting things up, it started to form another high base. Here, let's pull this down so we can see that high base. And so we said, hey, we better get an order ready to go if it breaks out from that high base. And at this point, by the way, it's up 90% from the closing the day before. Who knows what's going to happen next? So what happened? Boom, we're up, and we are now in long at $7.13. Hold on to your seats. Here we go. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, what happened was it came up here and it started to stall, so I did take out half right there, having no idea it was going to take off like that. It was already up 90%, right? So I did take out for 3% at $7.35. The second half, I'm still long, and it comes up here, and it hits itself on the $8.50 range. And then started to pull back, and I had pulling my stop up here, and it got me out here at $8.11 for 13.7% on the second half. Yes, I did lose out on that up there, but you know, great fishermen, they always cut off the heads and the tails of their trades. So this combined trade on the first one was for 6.5% in 13 minutes. But this is just the first of a couple of trades that we want to talk about. All right, next let's pull this down. We were waiting for another setup here, and actually we did get 1% in here, and it started to reverse. But look what it's forming now. It's now forming a symmetrical triangle. We're ready for this sucker to take off. By the way, there were no shorts available on this, even though there were huge swings. I'm talking 5 to 10% swings on this at different times. And then it broke down. And again, no shorts available. Still not in. We're still okay. It dropped all the way to 50, and it still dropped down. So we just kept it on our radar for a little while, and then it started to pull up here. Got up to the $8 mark again, which had been support for a long time. And then here we are. It started to come up here, did a bull pullback, and boom, we got in here right at $8.26, and we were long. And it shot up here way over $9. This is extraordinary, folks. And then it pulled back, and then it popped up again. So I went ahead and got out. I was starting to learn in this one that these long runs up, and then the volume started to drop, that I was going to get out. And I got out for $8.87 for 7.7% in 6 minutes. Ooh-ah, that's pretty extraordinary, isn't it? Trying to keep my composure here, because then it went on and it was forming another symmetrical triangle, and it broke down from that, but then it was pulling right back up in a bull pullback. Instead of it breaks this 8 EMA, we wanted to get long, and sure enough it did, and now we're long at $8.76 on that candle right there. Let's see what happened next. Boom, went all the way up here, just flew up here and started to pull back really hard. Volume was dropping, so I went ahead and got out immediately at $9.29 for 6% in 6 minutes. Those are the three extraordinary trades that we had today. And then it continued for the rest of the day to do many multiple setups for going long. But between these three trades, I got for a total of 20.2% on these three trades alone, and a total trading time of only 28 minutes. Ooh, doggies, that's pretty extraordinary. The time of this recording at 3:25, it is currently up 152%. Ooh, ah. Well, these are what some of the trades we're doing in the Grok Star room, and this was just 3 of the 12 trades that we called today for a total of 25.5% total. Well, you can come join us 30 days for free if you want. Can't promise extraordinary days like this every day, but you can do that by going to freeonlinetradingeducation.com and go to the chat room page, and there you can sign up for the 30-day free trial, and you don't even need a credit card. Well, this is Mark the Meerkat Suffering. You've got to remember that anything can happen. This is a perfect example of that. It was already up 90% when I got in, and I still, on 3 trades, made over 20%. Hoo-ah. Anything can happen. Trade well.